Keisha's on set.
So when it comes to playing in tournaments, it's basically to help provide a venue for the girls to have a competitive platform to play in. Middle school basketball tends to be on the weaker side or more of a recreation style of basketball, which really doesn't force the girls to compete at the highest level that they could. So that's why we go on, weekend trips. We probably go to New Jersey. We've been to Kentucky. We'll go to North Carolina. We frequent Pennsylvania, Manheim, Pennsylvania, and Philadelphia often because those are where the most competitive events are. In the months of November till about February, early March. And tournaments are a little expensive. They could range from anywhere from $495 plus fees all the way up to, when we're looking in during the live periods, all the way up to $895 per event. To be honest with you, our performances Friday were abysmal. I can say that all of our coaches were very disappointed in the way that the girls came out and played. We weren't aggressive. We weren't trying to get to the ball more than the other team. In both games for our seventh graders and our fifth graders, we got out rebounded more than we've ever been out rebounded. We're a team that boxes out, and still the other team was fighting to get rebounds. And we tell them rebounding is a want, it's a will, it's considered a skill. It has a stat, but those who have want and will and have that tenacity about getting the ball, those are the girls who kind of win the battle of recruitment when it gets down to the end. I tell them all the time, rebounding wins championships. If we can't rebound, if we're losing box outs, if we're missing assignments, we're not winning that game. And it's all because of we lost the game of rebounding. Typically because we practice together, when one team has an event, whatever weaknesses they have, the other team who did not play in that weekend, they have to practice the weaknesses that the other team had. So it's kind of like they get a jump start on the preparation of not having to make that mistake. So it's like I like to say, teach them early what they learned late. So 20, 30, and 31 are learning these mistakes in games. 32 didn't play this weekend, but they're now learning the mistake from their mistakes, and they don't have to make those same mistakes when we play their next weekend. I believe that we were the best team on the floor, that we had the best skillful players, player for player, on the floor. Yesterday, talent got outworked. We didn't work hard. We didn't dive on the floor. I tell them dive on the ball anytime there's a loose ball on the floor. Create jump ball opportunities, minimize turnovers and lob ball turnovers so that we're not allowing the team to get off on fast break points. Because if you allow a team to get fast break points, you allow their energy to go up. You allow their fans to cheer. And that cheering and that energy, that transfer of energy, I don't need that to dampen our intensity and how we're playing out there on the court. I'm not more of the motivator on the sideline, but that's what I have my assistants for. Greg, Chelsea, and Tim are great at reiterating the things that I'm shouting at them in a more calmer tone so that they understand. When you're out there and you're coaching during the height of the game, it's hard to kind of go from one intensity to the next. So I can't turn it off. So sometimes they can't get my message because I'm so on 10, where my assistants on the bench can probably, hey, this is what she means. Hey, this is what you're not doing. Hey, you got to do X, Y, and Z. And sometimes that calming tone is good, but sometimes they done got on all our damn nerves the way it's everybody's on 10. But typically it doesn't happen that way. They're more the calmer ones, and then I'm just the crazy one. I take it, it's fine. So the live period is the time in which college coaches can come out and evaluate the girls' grades 9th through 11th and try to recruit them to come to their universities. So any other tournament that is scheduled outside of the live period, you won't see a college coach there evaluating any of the girls. So we typically want to, one, not strain the parents' pockets, and make sure that if they are paying, that they're paying for something, that they're paying and their kid is on a stage or has a platform where there is actual viewership where they actually can be recruited, and that's what we aim to do. So we typically don't want to have the massive tournaments where we're just playing and there's no one there to actually evaluate them. Now, granted, we don't have any 9th grade age girls right now, but when they get to the point of being in 9th grade, 8th, 9th grade, then they have that opportunity of being looked at. So anytime we attend a live period event, I always let the girls know that there are going to be major Division I coaches in the gym. Now, they typically might not be on the floors that we're playing on, but they're going to be in the gym. And I like to tell them, hey, the coaches over there on 1 through 10, they on the wood courts. You want to go see them, you go over. Like, not in a sense of you going right up to somebody, but just like you want to get your eyes on them, you got to go over there to see them. You guys aren't ready. You guys aren't at a recruitable age right now, so they're not looking at you. They need somebody to come in that they're looking in the next 1, 2, 3 years to come in and fulfill their spots of the girls that they'll be losing off their roster. But it's always, they'll be like, oh, coach, we left the gym too early. Don Stanley was there. I saw it on Instagram. So and I believe when we were at Run for the Roses, I think Dawn was there, Kim was there, and they were, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Sci-Fair and Team Durant was playing. It was on ESPN, but it was at the Run for the Roses Classic. So they was like, no, we gotta leave the hotel. We gotta get over there. I gotta see him. But the good thing about that is that in our most recent tournament, they actually got to go over and shake her hand. So they got to go see Kim Mulkey, shake her hand, say hi as a team.
I'm actually doing a documentary for their team.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was really nice meeting you guys.
That gives them something to aspire to in regards to, like, hey, I seen somebody that I see on TV, and I actually got to walk up to her and meet her, like, and especially for a coach like Kim or Dawn, because Kim is fire, right? And they think I'm crazy. So imagine you see somebody else who you be like, oh, my coach is on 100, and then you see Kim coaching, you be like, she ain't that bad, like. But all in all, like, she's very passionate about what she's doing, and that's what I want them to see when I'm out there coaching them. It's about passion. So when they got to meet her, and I'm glad that they actually had that opportunity. So it can kind of get that off of them, so that when it's come your time to play, you can step up and rise to the occasion.